Assalamu alaikum everybody. Today we are concerned by this exercise. I find it in social media, and a student, I think that he was needing solution, and I will do it for him or her. So let x and y be in R. Show that the absolute value of x minus the absolute value of y is less than or equal to absolute value of x plus y, which is less than or equal to absolute value of x plus the absolute value of y, which is less than or equal to absolute value of x plus y plus the absolute value of x minus 1. The second question, 1 plus the absolute value of xy minus 1 less than or equal 1 plus the absolute value of x minus 1 times 1 plus the absolute value of y minus 1. I enumerate, I give number to these three inequalities. I will start by number 2. Number 2 is called the triangle inequality, and it is so famous. In terms of geometry, this means that in a triangle, any given triangle, the length, this is the length x and this is the length y. So this is x plus y. This means that the sum of the length is greater than the sum of this one. So this plus this is greater than or equal this. This what this means. Let us start by giving proof to 2. So we need to prove that this is less or x plus. This inequality is equivalent. This is equivalent to give the proof x plus y less than or equal x plus, which is greater than minus x minus y. This what it is equivalent. Cases: if x is greater or equal 0, y greater than or equal 0, x less than or equal 0, y less than or equal, it is trivial. Since we have x plus y, since we have this in the two separated cases. Let us suppose that x is less than or equal 0, which is less than or equal to y. Let us suppose this. From a side, we have x plus y, x plus y. This is positive and this is negative. This is less than or equal to y, because y is positive and x is negative. And this is less than or equal y plus the absolute value of x. But y is positive. So this is actually x, this one, plus y, since it is positive. So we have this in this case. In this, so we need minus absolute value of x minus absolute value of y. This is positive and this one is negative. What we can write? We can write that x plus y, this is greater than or equal what? This is greater than or equal this is negative, and this is positive. So this is greater than or equal x. But y is positive. So this is greater than or equal the absolute value of y, because this is positive. If we take minus, so we take minus once again. And x is negative. So if we consider the absolute value of x, this will be positive. This is positive. Since it is negative, we get minus x. To avoid minus x, we can take minus and here minus y. So from this side we have this, and from this side we have this. X plus y is less than or equal to the absolute value of x plus the absolute value of y, and is less than, and x plus y is greater than or equal to minus the absolute value of x minus the absolute value of y. This means this, and this is exactly this one. This is the triangle inequality. The fourth case is 0 less than or equal y less than or equal 0, and 0 is less than or equal x. In this case, I am not going to solve it. Why? Because x and y are symmetric. X and y are symmetric. So they are symmetric. Since they are symmetric, it is sufficient that we do just for one. And if we change the rows of y and x, we will keep the same double inequality. So 2 is done. Let us move to 1. We shown that this is true. To deal with this one means what? We need to prove that the absolute value of x minus the absolute value of y is less than or equal. So if we take off this is less than or equal to x plus y, and this is equivalent to absolute value of x minus absolute value of y less than or equal to x plus y, and greater than or equal to minus x plus y. This is 2. So we need to prove this one. Okay, we have x, this is equal to x plus y minus y, and here we use, since we proved 2, this is 1, and here we will use 2 since we give the proof. We consider this is as an element, and here plus, minus, and this one as an element. This is less than or equal to x plus the absolute value of minus 1, but the absolute value of minus 1 is exactly the same as the absolute value of y. If we take this from this side, we will get x minus the absolute value of y. This is less than or equal to x plus y. This is okay. We need to prove this one. We start from the absolute value of y, which is equal to the absolute value of y plus x minus x, less than or equal, we use the inequality number 2. This is less than or equal to x plus y plus x, plus minus x, which is x, and what we can do, this inequality, we give this from this side. Yes, we keep this here, and we take this from this inequality. This is this one. This is equivalent to this, so 1, it's okay. Done. The third one. Third one, here we need to prove that the absolute value of x plus the absolute value of y is less than or equal to x plus y plus x minus y. This is more complicated, but just a bit, not a lot. We make change of variables. Let x plus y equal to t and x minus y equal to s. From this system, we get that x is equal to t plus s over 2. Very easy to do it. And y is equal y. We take minus t minus s over 2. We start by this one. The absolute value of x plus the absolute value of y, this is equal to the absolute value of x, t plus s over 2 plus the absolute value of t minus s over 2, and this is equal, less than or equal 1/2. I keep this out of the absolute value. We use again, once again, the triangle inequality, the absolute value of t plus the absolute value of s plus the absolute value of t plus minus the absolute value of minus s, which means s, and this is less than or equal to t plus s. T plus s, we'll replace it once again. We'll replace it once again. We will keep here, this is exactly x plus s plus y plus x minus y. Here we are. We start from here. We make a change of variable, and then we return back to our original variables. So it's okay. This is about the first question. For the second question, we take this first. We have x, y minus 1. This is how we can write it. I prefer starting from x minus 1. X minus 1. This is equal to xy minus x minus y and plus 1. So this is this. Here I will take this to this side. We get x minus 1 times y minus 1 plus x plus y minus 1. This is equal to xy. I need minus 1, so I put here minus 1 and minus 1 here. will be minus 2. Thus x minus 1, y minus 1 plus x minus 1. I have minus 2, so I take minus 1 for x and minus 1 for y. X, y minus 1. Okay. If we take this x minus xy minus 1, if we take the absolute value, this will be less than or equal this one, x minus 1 times y minus 1, which is exactly this one. Triangle inequality x minus 1, triangle inequality y minus 1. We have plus 1 here, so I add 1 plus and 1 plus. This is actually exactly 1 plus x minus 1 times 1 plus what was needed. This is all. Thank you. See you next time.